It's an ordinary Tuesday for this young Israeli from the Bedouin village of Rahat. Helping his father tend to their family sheep, it's a far cry from the startup arena his country is so famous for, and the one he longs to be a part of.
Not many go into high-tech in the Bedouin community because it's difficult to get hired. But I'm going in this direction, and I know it's difficult, but I believe in myself. And with the help of this program, I know I can get hired.
He's talking about a bold initiative called Starting Up Together, giving aspiring entrepreneurs like 22-year-old Nur Ajami the chance to turn their dreams into reality. But there's a twist.
I didn't know who would be with me in the group. I didn't know there would be Druze, religious Jews, and secular. This mix is what's missing in Israeli society, and we need more of it.
Saleh Awad Asfer is a Christian mother of 3, living in the Arab-Israeli city of Nazareth. Like Nur, she's one of 40 participants carefully selected to take part in the first-of-its-kind Incubator program, which brings together Israeli citizens from across this diverse social map that otherwise wouldn't have access to the startup ecosystem, but more importantly, would never have the chance to work together.
It's simply to be together, not in political way, just to put us together and to think together and to improve something together and to live together and to work together. So simply that will give us the chance to just forget from all the bad news and the politica and to live our life as we want.
There was one thing that was very, very clear is our want to challenge the ecosystem to be more diverse and inclusive. Not only because it's the right thing to do, as far as having all walks of life and all parts of society involved in this ecosystem, but also because it's the necessary thing to do.
Yardine Leal is the executive director of the Perez Center for Peace and Innovation, which spearheaded the program along with the Rothschild Foundation. By giving underrepresented communities across Israel access to the startup sector, the idea is that meaningful strides can be made towards peace.
You need the same kind of character traits to be a startupist and to be a peace builder. You need to be creative, you need to think outside of the box, you need not to be afraid to fail, because you probably will a few times, and then you need to pick yourselves up by the bootstraps and get going.
Sally, now a social entrepreneur, is a former school principal for special needs students and is a part of the winning team. She worked together with an Arab father from East Jerusalem and 2 Jewish Israelis.
It's simply like to experience, like we were experiencing what a peace look and feel like.
I can remember like when we went to Hura, which is a small village in the south, and I was looking at us, and sometimes it was like a beginning of a joke, like a Palestinian and Jew and a Christian going to a Bedouin village.
This year's participants were tasked with creating smart city solutions to the country's unique needs.
In Israel, when you think about Bedouin, you think about camels and tent, and about something temporary that they live in the past. And then you come to Hura and you see they are really want to bring innovation into the city, into the small village.
We weren't preaching to the choir in terms of multicultural Israel or bringing Jews and Arabs together. And there were very unique kind of, as Oprah says, aha moments for some of the participants throughout the program.
Sally is from Nazareth. She comes to Tel Aviv and she is telling us she lives in a different planet.
I think that they very clever, and we can learn a lot from him. And they are very nice, so you can simply see him as a human being.
Unlike these sheep, these Israelis are anything but followers. But will it always take programs like this one to foster multicultural cooperation and break away from the herd?
I took all the skills that I need to lead Bedouin society because the Bedouin are a part of Israel. And if we lose the Bedouins, we've lost the entire country. I feel that will happen in the near future. There will be no more need for projects and organizations to create this mix. These groups have the one thing in common that can unite everyone.
Just thinking outside of the box and believing that if we see a problem, we can fix it, as opposed to just suffering the consequences of that specific issue.
Here we deal with the cleanliness, but actually if we can clean Israel city, not only on the surface, but also under the surface, we will be a better society.